And I am live here for Little Punch Drunk once again. Hello and welcome to anyone out there watching. Yeah, so as I was logging in today, I kind of noticed something interesting. Apparently, in about 1 hour, YouTube is going to be doing a bunch of server maintenance. And what that means is any broadcast for the Hangouts on air that hadn't started by then will be stopped. Well, no, you won't be allowed to get on. You won't be allowed to get off, but you'll be able to stay on. So what this means is this recording might be going a little longer than it should, with nobody talking. So I apologize in advance, and we're just hoping that everything is going to work out okie dokie. So give people a few more minutes to join us, get settled, and we'll begin. I got an interesting lineup of things to talk about tonight. Things from events here in town, things that are going on, as well as personal stuff, some news stories, and we'll see. Of course, you guys watching live are going to hear about YouTube closing their Hangouts or whatever they're doing, stopping things from starting or finishing for maintenance. It just seems kind of weird to me, but you're gonna have to hear that again when I talk about it once I hit record. Sorry, it shouldn't be that big a deal, but alrighty. Well, I guess I'll just get it going.
Warning, the hosts of Little Punch Drunk are proud to present to you a show like any other. With that in mind, if you listen to the show, there are no way responsible for any and all side effects that may include insomnia, paranoia, dizziness, lightheadedness, hysteria, acid reflux, heartburn, diarrhea, constipation, narcolepsy, epilepsy, infidelity, gluten, insanity, senility, mental instability, sterility, or any other illity. They also are not responsible for any dryness, wetness, sensitivity to light or sound, nightmares, daymares, spontaneous combustion, immaculate conception, loss of sight, taste, or inhibitions, telekinesis, paralysis, nor will they take credit for any loss of faith, life, limbs, clothing, dignity, or morals, demonic possession, or sudden change of sexual orientation, ejaculation, or total loss of humor. You should not indulge in Little Punch Drunk if you are pregnant or may become pregnant, breastfeeding, taking any mind-altering medications, or have any heart conditions. If you are experiencing itching, rashes, nausea, blindness, deafness, or loss of sexual appetite, please stop your intake of Little Punch Drunk and call your physician immediately. For the rest of you, thanks for not pussying out and enjoy the show.
It's time to crack open a cold one because this is a Little Punch Drunk, and I am, of course, Rambo, joining you once again. Thank you guys for all tuning into the show, whether you're a viewer, whether you're downloading, or whether you're listening streaming through Stitcher. If at any point you'd like to call in and become part of the show, whether online or by leaving a voicemail, it's very simple. Numbers at the bottom of your screen here. There it is. It's 484-994-ALPD. And if you're too damn stupid to know what those four little letters mean, it's 484-994-2573. So I got kind of an interesting message when I went to log on today, which took me a couple extra minutes. Apparently, YouTube is going to be doing some maintenance tonight. And the funny part is it's going to be doing the maintenance during the show. What that means is from 10 o'clock till like midnight or something, they said, or 1 o'clock or whatever it would be, we are not going to be able to start or stop any broadcast. But if you are broadcasting before the maintenance starts, you will be able to continue broadcasting, but you can't stop. No, I am not going to continue to go on until they let me. I will just say good night, walk off of screen, and see what happens. Could be a lot of fun. Could be horrible. Don't know. It could stop at 10 o'clock. We have no idea. So I guess, anyone who wants to be a part of the show better, log on and become a part of it quick, just in case I'm not here in an hour and a half. So it is the 15th. Crap, I completely forgot to do something. Yeah, screw it. I'll do it on air. I'll do it on air right after the break, I believe. Or should I do it now? I should probably do it now. Yeah, well. So bear with me, guys. This could be amazing or terrible. Probably somewhere in between. I wonder what's going to happen. Hope she's not out. Of course, that could be even funnier.
Hello.
Hello, you're on Little Punch Drunk.
For real?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why would you do that to me?
Because I couldn't wait any longer.
Oh, for what?
To call and wish you a happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much, dearie.
All the viewers, listeners, and fans, my mother, all my viewers, listeners, and fans.
Hello, everyone. Just so you know, I have a cold.
That's all right. I got a stuffy nose. They're used to it. Did you at least have a good birthday?
No, I haven't been doing too much. I was baking Christmas cookies today.
Well, why not bake birthday cookies first?
There's no such thing as birthday cookies.
If they say happy birthday, they're birthday cookies.
Well, I wanted to bake some Christmas cookies. I don't know. Get the day off of work because I didn't want to be at work on my birthday. And I baked some cookies.
See, honestly, I was going to call earlier, but I thought, she's probably at work. And then I just realized, and I'm sitting here going, well, I could always do this after the break. Well, then it's going to be after 10 o'clock, and I don't know if she's going to be up or not. So
Actually, I was just thinking about going to bed soon.
So see, folks,
it
was good I called now.
Yeah, like I said, I've been sick for about a week, and I was
like a good son. I call to wish her a happy birthday on air so everyone can hear, whether she likes it or not.
Well, that's just peachy.
But now you have lots of people that get to enjoy your birthday as well.
Sorry, I didn't hear that last part.
I said, well, now you have lots of other people to enjoy your birthday with you.
Like they really give a right.
I don't know. Did Zach and Rachel ever give you a call? Well, let me rephrase. Did Zach scream up the stairs and did Rachel call?
Well, Zach actually made it a point to walk up the stairs to say happy birthday to me.
Impressive. Is he using the back door like I usually did?
No, he just used the front door.
No, we just put our car in the back, so it was simpler.
Yeah, well, remember, he has no car.
Yeah, but stairs, going up and down those things, and you just walk out a door.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But did you hear from Rachel?
Oh, I was talking to her earlier. I think she forgot about being my birthday, though.
Well, I did not.
I forgive her that. She's got a lot of other crap going on.
Yeah, I heard. No one told me about it.
Yeah, well.
Not that we're going to talk about it on air, because we're not, but you should have told me.
It was kind of one of those things. I was waiting to see what happened.
I got one of those, you didn't say anything to me. I'm like, I'm sorry. Well, didn't Mom tell you? Nope.
Well, that's because I didn't get a chance to ask if she wanted me to tell you, and by that time it was over and done with.
Neither of us are really worried about it. It's okay.
What's that?
Neither of us are really worried about it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But all right, I said I just wanted to call, wish you a happy birthday before I get on with the rest of the debauchery.
Okie dokie. Well, I appreciate it.
Well, once again, happy birthday, Ma, and you have a good evening. Hopefully you can get better by tomorrow morning miraculously.
Yeah, well, that ain't gonna happen.
All right.
Work, like coughing on the kids. I'll spread the love, you know.
There you go. Sharing is caring, right?
Yep.
And remember,
All right,
remember, kids, if your teacher coughs on you, it's Ebola.
If only.
All right. Well, again, you have a good night and get some rest, all right?
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Love
Bye.
you.
Love you too. Bye. Yes, I know. Riveting internet broadcasting for all of you folks. Frankly, just something I had to do. And as you heard, she's getting ready to go to bed herself. So if I didn't do it now, it wasn't going to get done. All right. So I guess we'll move along. That was kind of an interesting week this week. Well, it was like 2 weeks ago. Someone asked me to do a wedding on Saturday. And I don't know why on my little itinerary I wrote Thursday's events because it wasn't Thursday. It was Saturday. But a couple days ago, I had a very busy, very large day. Where I work, they gave out free passes to Universal Studios Orlando. All we had to do was go wait in line. And what we were told is go to Will Call or the guest services. Okay, so pretty much the same damn thing. We go stand in line. We wait about 35 minutes into this fucking line just so they can say, oh, no, you actually have to go around to group ticketing. We're not a group. Yeah, but that's where your tickets are. We were told to come here. Well, that's wrong. We can't get into the system, so go around a group. I'm like, Christ. So now I'm going to have to go and I'm going to wait another 30 minutes. Nope. 5 seconds. 5 freaking seconds. Gave my name, where I worked. Boom. Here you go. Have fun. Like, seriously, guys, get your shit together. Because, you know, I had a little fucking kid with me, and I was just so pissed off by the end of it because it's like, okay, trying to get this kid to stand in a line in a huge crowd of people. If he would have gotten away from me, I would never have fucking found him. So that was a pain in the ass. Just everything, parking, the whole nine. I hate the theme parks most of the time because it's so fucking busy. There's so many goddamn people. And as I said last week, don't fucking drive anywhere around here. Please just walk if you have to. Go anywhere, that is. But we finally got through the line and we're finally getting into the parks and everything. And you know, it's going to be a grand old time. So we start heading toward some of the rides and things, and we realize there are a lot of fucking people here. And that's when it kind of dawned on us. It took us so damn long to get through the line, then wait in another line to get into the park, then wait in line to get past the other lines. Shit, it's time for the wedding. So now we got to tear ass down toward the location. It was kind of funny and serendipitous in the fact that, you know, I was given these free passes to Universal to do a wedding in Universal. Yeah, flash mob wedding kind of style, technically not allowed, but we did it anyway. Ha. What we end up doing is flying down there, meeting them, and, you know, we start schmoozing around. You know, there were a lot of people that we knew there. So we talked to them, and we were just hanging out for a little while. Couldn't find the best man, then we couldn't find the soon-to-be wife, then we couldn't find one of the bridesmaids. But we ended up just saying, well, fuck it. Bridesmaid's late. We're starting late. We're just going to do it. She eventually showed up, and I had to do a short ceremony. What's funny about it is I was trying the entire time to talk them into letting me do the scene from Spaceballs. Marriage, it what brings us together on this day. Yeah, they wouldn't let me do that. They didn't want me to go all Spaceballs on them. But I did get a chance to sneak one quick little line in at the end of my whole shtick, which was, do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. Good. Now kiss her. So any day that you can sneak Spaceballs into a wedding is a good day. As well, they didn't want to do vows. They wanted me to have some fun with them, so I did. And she had this list of vows, like, you know, this, until the zombie apocalypse comes and claims you. His, very simple. I take this one of your lawfully wedded wife to cherish forever and obey. That's it. Cherish, obey. Done. Everybody seemed to like that. You know, it was a comedy thing because they didn't want to be this big serious ceremony. They didn't want it to be some religious ceremony. What they wanted is just something quick that their friends could have fun with, they could have fun with, get it on video, get a lot of pictures, and then move on to the partying phase. So that's what we did. Dearly beloved, a bunch of random strangers walking by thinking it's a show, and the fake squirrel freaking me out in the tree behind me. We gather here today so that was a lot of fun. It was really good to see some of the people I haven't seen in a long time, because I haven't been in that circle basically since my son was born. So we're talking almost 2 years now. And it was good. I had a lot of fun with it. But as soon as it was done, we hung around. I signed some paperwork, gave a few hugs, shook a few hands, took a few pictures, and then took off, because this is our park day. This is the day that we're going to hang out in the theme park. And my wife wanted to see Harry Potter. So we move along. Decide to hit Diagon Alley first, because why not? We go into Diagon Alley, we're looking around. First thing we do, let's get a couple beers. I like beers. And they have a couple really good beers. They have a stout now and some amber ale that's really good, like Hog's Head or Hog's Meat or Hog's Hoof or Hog's Testicles. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a decent beer. And then they had Mage's Elixir, Mage's Cum, something about mages and a liquid. And that was their stout. And that was pretty good too. She preferred the amber over the stout. I can go either way at this point. They were both delicious. So we continue our mad trek through, checking out all the little shops, all the crazy candies, all the little toy shops and whatnot. And I realize they sell pretty much the exact same thing at every single shop. So let's stop going into every single shop and just, hit ones that we kind of want to see. So then off we go into Bad Guy Alley. And because I really don't care about these films, I don't know what they're actually called. But it's where the bad guys go to get all their stuff. No lights, just a dark alleyway. And, you walk into the shop and there's skeletons and skulls and tarantulas and shit everywhere. That was pretty cool. I liked that spot. But you go into the shop and it's still all just, have you seen this wizard? Look at this brightly colored wizard scarf. Look at this thing over here. Look, hey, it's more bright colors and it's more selling all the shit the kids want. And you're kind of thinking, going, well, if this is supposed to be where the bad guys go to get all their equipment, wouldn't it be a little more sinister looking? I mean, if you still have to incorporate the school, wouldn't it only just be Slytherin stuff in there? I know that one because kids running around all freaking day. It's Slytherin. No, I'm a Dumbledore. No, I'm a thing with 2 heads. I don't know anymore. I look at the stuff down. I'm like, oh, look, they got Cerberus. And someone else goes, that's not Cerberus. That's Fluffy. A grown fucking adult, by the way, corrected me. No, it's not Cerberus. It's Fluffy. Okay, it's still fucking Cerberus or Cerebrus or whatever the hell, however you want to pronounce it. The 3-headed dog that guards hell. So, screw you assholes. Cerberus. That's what it'll stay. Man, I miss somebody being able to talk while I'm drinking. If you want to fill in the gaps, 484-994-ALPD. So moving along, we get into it, and they have this new ride, a high-speed roller coaster in this bank with a dragon that breathes fire on top. I'm sure some of you geeks and nerds know exactly what movie that's from and what the bank is called and why they got the little troll guys going through, whatever. So we both want to ride it, just check it out. I like roller coasters. She likes roller coasters. Everybody likes roller coasters. And if you don't, there's a freaking problem with you. And what we end up doing is, okay, they got single riders only line, which is supposed to be faster than waiting to go in as a group. Plus, we got the kids, so all 3 of us can't go. It's only going to be one at a time anyway. So we single ride it. Well, while she's doing the single rider, I pull the kid out of the crib, fuck me. I pull the kid out of the stroller and we start walking around, having fun, having a grand old time. We picked up a stuffed dragon. For those of you who know the movies, it's the one with all the spikes sticking out of the head, down the neck, kind of a bronzish color, big fucking wings. Either way, so we're just running around having fun. She comes out, I go in. She doesn't say a word about it. She just, how is he? He's fine. Okay, my turn. Go in. It took her about 35, 40 minutes, which actually is not that bad when the posted sign was 120 minutes. I won't wait longer than an hour for any ride. There's no point in waiting more than an hour for a ride that lasts 60 seconds. It's fucking ridiculous. So what I ended up doing was flying through that single rider line as well. Looking around, I mean, the stuff looks pretty neat. You know, they always have, in the real line, I'm sure they had more showy stuff, like in the old Harry Potter ride that opened up before, where you go in and there's these holograms of, hey, Harry, let's do something we're not supposed to do. Wait, somebody's coming. Throw your magical cloak on top of us so we're invisible. And now we can talk because no one can see us. We're saving on this hologram. You know, animation be damned. You know, we don't have to spend as much money because they're under the magic invisibility cloak. Oh, then a door opens a little bit and then closes. Okay, they're gone. Move on to the next room where it snows or what have you. And again, it all looks really good. The attention to detail is amazing. Just not really my thing. Plus, I've been in Florida for so damn long. I've worked for both of the theme parks before. So for me, I look at this stuff and I go, just another day at the office, guys. You know, because I've seen it all. They don't really come out with anything that I just jaw-droppingly and if it is, you get let down. And such was the case with this ride because everyone was raving about it when it first opened. I mean, the first one was actually really cool. It was kind of a new state-of-the-art, you know, no one's ever had a ride like this. That's the one in the castle where it's on a track, but on this cart, there's this weird globe at the bottom and an arm sits on it and can pivot in 360 degrees and go up and down and bend at right angles and left angles, which is also on this weird spinny globe thing. So the whole cart can spin around, or the whole top part of the cart that you're sitting on spin around, twist in all different directions. So, you know, it's swinging your ass around this whole ride. You're seeing craziness, and it's a lot of fun. This one, they're high-speed roller coaster, high-speed roller coaster. All right, now that's more my speed. We get onto it. Yeah, not really a roller coaster. Not really sure what it is. It's a cross between wanting to be a child's roller coaster and wanting to be what the original ride at Hogwarts was. So it's somewhere in between, kind of let me down on all fronts. But again, beautiful, looked awesome. At one point you got into the vaults, and if you looked over the edge, you didn't see ground, you just saw a blank pit below you. Then it starts tilting you, and now you're facing downward, and whoosh, you go on your little ride. And like I said, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't a roller coaster. So, I mean, if you like Harry Potter, you'll love it. So we get out of there, and now we're looking at, okay, so it's starting to get a little later. We're starting to get a little hungrier. Do you want to go get something to eat, then walk to the other park, and then take the train back? Or do we want to just take the train there, see what's over there again, and then leave? So we decide, okay, train first, food later. And the boy's starting to get hungry. We feed him some snacks, and we move on our way. Beer's gone by now. So we continue our way through Diagon Alley, back out to London, where you go, welcome to London. And everyone from England's going, fuck this, that's not, no. So we go back out, and we go to the train station, and it's like, okay, welcome to wherever the hell we're at, and walk through this line, and I notice a little convenience store, and I go, they got beer too. Beer number 2. Start walking through. We get to the 9 3/4, what have you, and I showed them that, you know, if you stand here and watch it, the little hologram effect makes it look like people are walking through the wall just like in the movie, and that's pretty cool. But I'm not going to stop in the middle of the line just so, you know, hey, okay, you video while I walk through the wall, then I'm going to come back through the line and you can video. You know, like, no. That's really inconsiderate. Screw you. Take a mental picture. Remember it forever. Dicks. Because a lot of people were stopping in line and causing a huge freaking backup, and that's inconsiderate prickdom. So we continue on, and guess what? More lines. Exactly what I don't like about these places. More lines, more lines, more lines. So now we're waiting in line to get into the line to ride the damn train, to go from Diagon Alley to Hogsmeade Village. Truth be told, once again, everything looks great. Train looks fine. You know, everything detail-oriented. Yay. Finally, we get on the train. We're on the train. We sit down on the train, and I put the kid next to me. Everything goes great. You know, that cool little video screen on the inside of the windows. They incorporated some shadows and other voices on the outside of the car because you're sitting in like a cabin compartment like they do in the movie. So in the movie, how you see, you know, the death guy go by and everything he touches becomes cold, and they incorporate that. And then you're looking outside and you're seeing all kinds of shit fly around, and pretty cool. So then we get there. Now we're in Hogmeade Village, and we're looking around and going, yay, all this stuff to see. Go through shops, same shit, different shop. All looks the same to me. Little kids, oh my God, we got this over here, we got this over here. They got butterbeer, but it doesn't have any alcohol in it, so fuck it, I don't drink it. I've had it before. It's some weird cream soda butterscotch mix of stuff. If you get the frozen one, they give you whipped cream on top. I'd rather have beer. But I didn't get another beer this time because we're about ready to leave, and we're going to go get breakfast or lunch at this point. So, you know, we take off, we go get something to eat, have some seafood. Yay. And then we, you know, take off on our merry way. Come home. Finally put the kids to sleep. Yeah, hadn't taken a nap yet. It's like 4 o'clock. So he's 2 hours past his nap time. He just drops, hits the floor, done, gone. And that's when we move on to an event I've been looking forward to all week. The Drew Estates cigar event down at Corona's on Sand Lake here in town. One of the bigger cigar lounges. You know, I miss the old cigar bar I used to go to, Cigars, because it was just a dark, dank pit where you could sit and talk to your friends. This place is super lit, you know, bright flashing lights and, you know, hip hop music, and not my style of place, but I like to sit outside, or, you know, depending, I'll sit inside too. Balls hot outside. This night was nice and cool, but packed to the gills. I'm talking, I have never been smoked out of a cigar shop before, but holy crap. After a while, you're like, man, my chest is feeling a little tight. Am I sick? What the hell is going on? World's not spinning. I haven't had anything to drink here. You know, what the hell's going on? I had a coffee, but you know, no alcohol. What the hell's going on? So I step outside and go, air. Another Spaceballs quote. Not like air, one word. Whew. Really, really stretched there, Rambo. No, when the Druish king comes back to life, air. But I got smoked out of a cigar shop for the first time in my life because the whole thing was completely packed with people. It was like going to a club, but in a cigar bar, because you had some of the creators or the people who blended the tobacco for Drew Estates were there. 2 guys who run the show were there. I think they also had the guy from the Avo line of cigars as well was there. And they were all signing, taking pictures and talking to people, having fun. And I met some guys that I'm going to try and start doing some business with. Not business, I say loosely. Volunteering with and trying to work with. And I have their pamphlet here. It's Cigars for Warriors. Now, a lot of times you hear that these organizations are collecting things for the troops. And I guarantee you they are. The problem is a lot of these places, when they get their supplies, Starbucks does it, and I know a couple other companies have done it in the past, where they collect things and they ship them out to the troops. They're shipping it to headquarters, though. And I guarantee you it never matriculates down to the actual guy. All these guys really need, you know, the thing that helps them out the most morale-wise, from what I'm, just a little taste of home. That's it. Just a little bit of normality. When you're in a world where you could be shot at, blown up, constantly having to watch your back, you know, the one thing you do when you're relaxing, you know, one rule, you don't talk about here. You can talk about anything else. You can reminisce about anywhere, anything, but do not talk about here. Do not talk about what's going on in your current situation. And I agree. And I completely understand. The one thing you want is a little taste of home. So a good cup of coffee, not the crap that the military gets in. A good cigar. And sometimes they're saying they're pulling these troops out. Well, they're pulling out a lot of the bases and things, which means there go the there go their ability to buy. The bases are taking off, keeping a smattering of troops out there. That smattering of troops doesn't have what they would like, doesn't have what they would have at home. And so this group of people, they take cash donations or card donations, things like that. And what that pays for is the shipping, because to ship from here to other countries is quite expensive, especially when you're shipping crates of cigars. And they also take just direct donations of cigars to send them. And some of the corporate sponsors they have, Drew Estates, of course, famous smoke shop, Coronas, where we were, smoker friendly, never heard of them, Miami Cigar and Company. They're obviously out of Miami. Rocky Patel, it's another cigar I like. Never had the Gunslinger cigars, Zycar. Those are the people that make my lighter, top line accoutrement. Cigar cutters, lighters, ashtrays, that kind of thing. Christos Cigars, Oliva Cigars, Tatuaje, Tarano, just list companies that actually help sponsor it as well. And I'm gonna really start trying to get in touch with these guys. They're looking for a couple different things. One of the big things is they do not have anybody to run events out of Orlando. They have their guys coming from St. Augustine, from Miami, from Tampa, coming here to do these kinds of things. Well, if you don't have a rep, you don't have a PR guy or a promoter here in Orlando, I can jump on that. Another thing they're looking for is someone to do graphics for them. So I suggested immediately our buddy Brandon. And I'm going to see if I can get them in touch in the new year and see if we can come up with some ideas where he can work with them too, make a few extra bucks doing some graphic design work. Basically, if they're going to be doing an event at Coronas, incorporate Coronas and Operation Cigars for Warriors, and just kind of blend the different styles together, the different logos, and create banners and things like that. So, I'm really looking forward to getting in touch with these guys. Obviously, holiday season's a bad time to do it, so I'm going to wait until after the holiday season. But yes, it's Cigars for Warriors. I'm sure if you Google search that, it'll come up. If not, I believe it was cigarsforwarriors.net now, or maybe it is .org. Probably net. I think he said it was. I think it changed. I think he said it changed to cigarsforwarriors.net. So go and check them out. And who knows? Maybe you can help out some troops while you're there. I also talked to, I love going to these cigar bars, especially during these events, because you talk to so many people about so many different things. You can meet people that are really going to help you, or you can meet people that you can help, and getting together with them and do other events, or find jobs, find help out, just enjoy. And yes, these guys are great. Also, I was talking to a couple of the representatives from Drew Estates about how they're coming out with all these new lines of types of promotion. Going through the social media, they're coming out with an app, and they're coming out with a new reward system with raffles, things like that. And talking to them, I suggested, why not do a podcast? Because as a company, you can get your name and your brand out there 1,000 times better if you have someone from your team who's passionate about promoting, who's passionate about the media, who's passionate about trying to get the brand out there. They'd be able to really push the envelope. Go on once a week, rate the cigar, talk about it, do a live broadcast. That way people can get on with you and they can chat alongside you. They help people who haven't had a cigar learn about them. People who've only had a couple but would like to get into it, they just don't know what to pick because they don't know about the different types of tobaccos. They don't know about the blend. They don't know about strength, or whether it's going to be spicy or whether it's going to be bold. So I really think that if they were to do something like that, that it could help. I offer my expertise on the matter, and we can work something out, but we'll see. Could be fun. Could be a horrible misstep in my life, but I'm willing to try, right? And I think it sucked. All my friends missed out on it. It was really great because one of the shining things about the Drew Estates event, the guys who run Coronas did a whole pork roast. So you got a free pork, pulled pork and pork roast and cigars. I got a couple free promotional cigars. I tried a couple new blends. Had a blast. Had an absolute blast. And if some of the people I told about it up, I think they would have really appreciated it. They would have had a good time as well. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting any callers in before the break, and we're running at about it's going to be a short show tonight, guys. We're running at about 35 minutes now. So I guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a quick break, a quick promo. Hopefully it works. Pour myself another glass of wine, and I'll come back with It Must Have Been in Florida and other news. Hopefully we'll have somebody call in by then.
In this life, the last thing you think you'd find are two guys who care about your survival. Two gentle
This is Jake from the Zombie Life podcast.
and kind
This is Eddie Rotten.
men who hold a dark secret
You cannot kill that which never dies.
about our future.
Just for me, or did I actually just see some kind of weird, creepy thing roll across the street? What the crap was that?
And willing to share
It's all subliminal impulses.
the secrets of their lives as zombie hunters
No, I don't. I'm not a bad person. I do drugs.
and give you conversations of controversy
Man, I think I may have said too much because I'm not feeling comfortable with talking about what I'm talking about right now.
and hope of a brighter future.
And you're looking up things, and I ran across it on my phone, and I said, "Get the hell out of here!" I started looking through some really shady days of work.
To share a message of warning with laughter.
Oh, lovely. See, here I thought I was doing the right thing and that I would go and download the MediaFire app so that I could easily get the promos for the Pod Gods Network out there. Apparently the app sucks and doesn't want to fucking load anything up. The bar looked loaded. Apparently it wasn't. And I only got 1.5 minutes of the 4-minute promo out.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm
Welcome to Tech Disaster Studios, kids. Home of everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Here, how about I finish this for you? It's the Zombie Life podcast, guys. Go to podgodsnetwork.com. Check them out. That really sucked. Oh. Yeah, for some reason, one side of my nose is fucking running. I don't understand it. Doesn't look like, timeout. Doesn't look like it's gonna play for us, so screw it. God, I really fucking hate this shit sometimes. I don't know what the hell it is with technology and me. It never wants to do its fucking job right. Nothing ever wants to fucking work right. We had Deathcraft going, critical fucking error. The file became corrupted. Now I can't get on. Like, fucking hell. The fucking computer to work half the time. Can't get my fucking phone to work. The iPad fucking dies. I don't know what the hell it is with me and this fucking technology trying to do this fucking show, but it never seems to want to work out right now. I'm just trying to get somebody else's shit out there, promote somebody else, and guess what? Nope. Not going to let me fucking do it. So we're going to move right along to It Must Have Been in Florida. A woman in Bradenton, Florida, is facing assault charges after allegedly attacking her twin sister during argument about a sex toy and the sister's boyfriend. Now, when I read that the first time, it sounded almost like they were saying, attacked her twin sister during an argument about a sex toy, her boyfriend. That's what really made me want to read this story. And I one first. I skipped the end because I got everything out of it I needed to before they started saying allegedly 17, 18 more times. Heidi Creamer, 48, was arrested Sunday afternoon for domestic battery after she had allegedly punched, scratched, and pulled the hair of her sister. Aw, little chick fight. Of her little sister, or of her twin sister, Holly Ryan. So we got Heidi Creamer and Holly Ryan. Holly Ryan, while arguing about, I'm just going to stop right there, start over. Heidi Creamer, 48, was arrested Sunday afternoon for domestic battery after she allegedly punched, scratched, and pulled the hair of her sister, Holly Ryan, while arguing about both Ryan's boyfriend and a vibrator. The reason this was so freaking hard to read, while arguing about both Ryan's boyfriend and a vibrator is being put up as its own, it's a piece of a sentence, and it horrible punctuation. My apologies. After a few moments, Creamer stopped the alleged assault and began grabbing her personal belongings and placing them outside the front door. While she was doing that, Ryan locked Creamer outside, screamed to the neighbors to call the police. I had to stop and question a few things at this point. One, why was she putting her own things out on the porch? Why not kick her sister out? Two, when you lock the woman outside, why don't you call the cops? I wouldn't imagine you don't have a phone somewhere in your home at 48 years old. How do you get information? How do you talk to people? When deputies arrived, he said Ryan was on the apartment balcony with blood on her face. Wait, Ryan locked Creamer outside, and then it says Ryan was on the apartment balcony. So Creamer stopped the assault and began grabbing her personal belongings and placing them outside the front door. While she was doing that, Ryan locked Creamer. Ryan was on the balcony with blood on her face. Heidi Creamer was handcuffed and placed in the back of the police cruiser. She began screaming that she was fighting with her sister over a vibrator and her boyfriend. According to the police, the report was obtained by the smoking gun. Investigators do not know exactly why the duo were arguing over the boyfriend or the sex toy. Creamer was released from the Manatee County Jail after posting a $500 bail. She has previously been arrested on charges of drunk driving and assault. So I'm going to go back to HuffPost. You need to figure out who was on the damn porch, because if one locks the other one out and when the cops get the other one's locked out, we got bigger issues, because now people are disappearing and reappearing. But what kind of arguments? I mean, if you guys have any ideas, call in 484-994-ALPD. Call in and let me know, what might you argue about? What about a vibrator might you argue about? I mean, boyfriend, could have been 1,000 things, but the vibrator. What did the vibrator do to start the fight? Or what did the girls do with the vibrator to start the fight? I mean, it's kind of gross if the sisters were sharing one, but I don't know. I can't really see too many fights breaking out about that. You just kick her in the shin and say, buy me a new one, bitch. So, I don't know. So, I mean, and really, only in Florida you're going to hear about twins getting into a fight and having each other arrested over a vibrator. This is going to be a very short show, guys. I see you watching. Alrighty. This next news story, I know a bunch of people have covered already, and I just really thought it would be fun to talk about here. Be better to talk to other people, but we'll see. When I say the word furries, most people don't think of quite the same thing. When a person mentions a furry, they're usually talking about somebody who likes to have sex while either in costume as a furry creature, or they like to have sex with somebody dressed as a furry creature. Meaning either you like to dress up as it, or you like to bone somebody dressed up as it. Or both, who knows? This was something a little different. I guarantee you got some of these fetish guys in this convention as well, but they're trying to make it out to be some innocent little, no, we're just enthusiasts about the anthropomorphic or whatever the hell was it? Oh, what's the fucking word? I don't know. Giving the anthropomorphic animals, yeah, animals with humanoid features. A tiger that stands up on his hind legs and walks around like a normal human being dressed in clothes. Woo! Woo! I don't get it. But that's fine. It's not for me to get. These people have their passion. But apparently, some other people didn't really like this convention going on. Because at the furry convention, chlorine gas incident sickens 19 near Chicago. The streets outside a Chicago area hotel were filled with people in costume early Sunday after a furry convention was evacuated due to a chlorine gas incident that police believe may have been intentional. I'm going to spoil it for you. They found chlorine in the stairwell, not near a pool, not near a filtration system. Just a pile of it. I'm pretty sure that would be intentional. Let's continue. Several thousand people were ordered out of the Hyatt Regency Hotel around 1 a.m. after guests reported a chlorine odor on the 9th floor. Several thousand furries. Run. Hide the children, because they're just going to see a big old stuffed teddy bear in a crotchless thong. Many of the guests were staying at the hotel while attending the 2014 Midwest Fur Fest Convention, an annual gathering for people who enjoy art, literature, and performance based around the anthropomorphic animals. Of course, that's only according to the group's website. Many attendees enjoyed dressing as these characters and were in costume when the event was given. Several of them had to take the condom off before walking outside. Several just left it on and zipped up. Those are my words, not news. 19 people were taken to local hospitals after being sickened, and 18 were soon released. So apparently it wasn't that big a deal. But a hazmat team at the scene said they found a substance consistent in odor and appearance to powdered chlorine in the stairwell. A substance consistent in odor and appearance to powdered chlorine. So it was powdered chlorine. It was like when you walk into a pool. That's what evacuee Chris Delaney told the Chicago Tribune. But that's not enough to really sicken you, is it? Megan Smejkal, S-M-E-J-K-A-L, Morgan Smejkal, said it was shocking. This person was dressed as a red panda while they were being interviewed by the newspaper. The way the chlorine was found leads police to believe the incident was intentional. In the course of the investigation of the scene, the Rosemont Police Department determined that this was a criminal act and began investigating it as such, Fairfest organizers said in a statement released online. The video from the scene showed people milling around outside the Hote. H-O-T-E, not kidding you. We've been having what's going on? AnthroCon organizer Samuel Conway, or they call him Uncle Sage. We've been asked to leave the hotel for unknown reasons, but we have a lot of customers out here with big fluffy costumes on that'll keep people warm, so at this point we're not at all worried. Yes. Yes. Some scantily clad woman with a fox tail and bunny rabbit ears or kitty cat ears or whatever kind of ears they have in the mini skirt with little paws on their hands. They walk out, I'm so cold. The big bunny rabbit with a boner and the leather straps. I'll keep you warm, baby. Be real warm. Climb on inside. See what you find. Sorry, just kind of creepy. I'd be worried for some of those people. You can imagine any of the normies walking by. Seriously, you see a giant bunny rabbit in leather straps with a little scantily clad kitty cat girl. It's creepy. Imagine the kids they'd have. Ooh. For those not warmed by their costumes, the convention center and other nearby facilities opened to offer the guests refuge. Because it's fucking cold up there right now. I mean, this isn't like down here in Florida where, you know, it's 45 degrees outside at night. Like, no, it's probably like 20. There was a dog grooming trade show going on. Oh, that'll be confusing. Nice costume. Whew. And an actor, too. Oh, don't worry. We all get it here. So anyway, the dog grooming trade show is going on, and in walk all of these people dressed like dogs and foxes. The furry convention continued on Sunday without any further incident. FurFest makes a statement. As we wake up today, we want to continue to provide the best possible convention that we can. Despite the trying circumstances, the convention will be full and normal programming schedule today. We ask you to continue to be patient and remember that the volunteers who make Midwest Fur Fest happen intend to give 110% to make sure the fun, friendship, and good times of the Midwest Fur Fest 2014 overshadows last night's unfortunate incident. Yes, half of our guests had to interrupt their sex fest, get out of their sex swings, remove the ball gags, and go downstairs. The organization said it would not offer refunds, and the hotel would not be comping any rooms as a result of the incident. So basically, they don't give a fuck. Yeah, you may have not been able to get your rocks off that night. And all your little fur with you because you walked downstairs with a raging erection due to the fact that you were slipped a little blue pill before you went upstairs. But it's okay. Because you had that little cat girl to cover it up. And who knows? Talk about a mixer. Everyone has to go outside all at once. This isn't, you know, everyone's out there for the convention, but now everyone's really out there. So, anywho, if you got a thought about women getting into fights over vibrators and boyfriends or the crazy life of a furry, call in at 484-994-ALPD. Or hell, if you have any kind of topic, thoughts, chats, questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Otherwise, we may be cutting this one a little short. I mean, I understand, guys, it's Monday, but fuck football. Football will be here. Let's have some fun over here. Of course, it's just about to hit 10 o'clock, so I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to even stop the broadcast. Hell, if not, I might just take the camera with me and head on over to the other side of the room. Let's see, what else is going on lately? Well, in Deathcraft news, those of you who give a shit, if you want to join Deathcraft, as I keep saying, it's Punch Drunk Rambo on PlayStation. You know, join in. When you send me a friend request, let me know it's for Deathcraft, and we'll get you in. Right now, I have completely finished an epically large castle that leads you straight to hell. And then just for fun, heaven. But there's only one way out, and you got to take the express elevator. JW has kind of dropped out of Deathcraft as well, which is sad. But there's not much we can do about that. We have both the guys from Ridiculous Ramblings still toiling endlessly away to try and finish what they have going on. We just got the steampunk skin pack or theme pack or whatever. Everything looks badass. Can't wait to show everyone. We also have, obviously, Christmas coming up 10 days from now. Haven't decided what we're going to do for that yet. Haven't decided what I'm going to do for New Year's Eve yet. Haven't decided what I'm going to do for my 4-year anniversary yet. All that's coming up in the next 40 days. So, if you have any ideas for that either as well, send me an email, alittlepunchdrunk@gmail.com, or call in 484-994-2573. If we're not on air, leave a voicemail. If we are on air, talk to me. There's just a couple more minutes to decide. Otherwise, like I said, we're gonna call it a short show this week, which is all right. Happens. I got everything out I needed to. It is now after 10 o'clock. Still says I could stop the broadcast, but we'll see. Well, all right then. Whew. If you liked what you heard, tell your friends. If you hate me, tell your enemies. It's all the same to me. For Little Punch Drunk guys, this is Rambo saying, rock on.